This affects so many people. We got alcoholics of all ages. It's not just your power drinkers in the 50s or 60s
I know.
or late 40s. Young people are affected by this. Teenagers are
Definitely.
alcoholics.
I had the privilege one time giving a year chip to a young lady that celebrating 1 year of sobriety,
Hmm.
and it was given to her 2 days before her 12th birthday.
Mm, my goodness.
No, it has no age, no race, no job description, no
Hmm.
nothing. It affects everybody, and the drugs are worse.
Hmm.
We're basically Alcoholics Anonymous, but we do have open meetings that NA, if I can put a plug in for NA at the Parkway Church of God. And again, there's phone numbers in the Times Tribune for contact information. I know they have meetings on Monday night at 6 o'clock, and I'm not 100% sure of the other meetings. But I do know it's listed in the Times Tribune.
Well, you can take a good look around, and throughout the years, it seems like an increasing factor of drugs and alcohol related deaths. A lot of
Well,
people's been stripped out of this life due to alcohol and drugs. And this saves lives, these programs like this.
my husband and I, we don't attend that many funerals anymore because it gets to you.
Hmm.
But we do attend the viewings for the families. We average 15 to 20 on the year.
Mm.
And the funerals are to respect the deceased, but they're mainly for the families. And a few years ago, my husband found a perfect thing to say to the mothers and fathers and wives and husbands and brothers. And he can step up and look him directly in the eye and say, "I know if there was more time, he would have made it."
Mm.
And the families recognize that as truth. And instead of coming away with empty platitudes, we're telling them something straight.
Mm.
I really think that's a great answer he came up with. The families are not unaware of what their loved one was doing, so to ignore it is not any good either. It's to me, it's another form of lying,
Mm.
and can't take a chance on any type of lying.
And a lot of people don't realize what these individuals are going through. This ain't just a big fun whoop-de-doo. There's serious repercussions from this. There's sickness. There's people that is so sick they can't even get out of bed after on
Definitely.
an alcohol binge. The
Yep.
health effects. That's destroys a lot of people.
We call it self-medication. Doesn't work.
Hmm.
that There used to be a saying they said a lot. It said, people go to church so they can go to heaven.
Hmm.
Alcoholics go to meetings because they came out of hell.
Oh yeah. Mm.
There's a big difference there. That I enjoy the fellowship, I enjoy the laughter, I enjoy the good time, but I tell new people, don't ever forget, this is a very serious choice you're making.
Oh yeah.
This is a flat life and death program. No two ways about it. You go back out, you want to do your thing, there's three possibilities. You're going to end up with something they call a wet brain,
Hmm.
where someone will be changing your diapers while you drool all over their shoulder.
Mm.
You're going to be dead.
Right.
Alcoholic poisoning, car wrecks, fights, you're shot, you're stabbed, depression, you commit suicide,
Lord
or you're going
Jesus.
to end up in jail because you killed somebody or you wrecked a car into somebody. Or
Hmm.
there's horror stories in the program about coming home at night and having to check your car to see if there's any body parts or dents or you might have hit or did something.
Mm.
You drank long enough and hard enough, something called blackout starts happening, and you absolutely have no memory.
Mm.
Um, One minor experience of mine is that I had a black Ford, and I was at work and I had it detailed for me. They delivered it, beautiful, shiny, clean outside and inside, full gas tank, full. tank of gas, went home, put on my 2 tight jeans, my 2 low-cut blouse, floozy makeup, and it was at twilight on a Friday that I came out and put my key in the ignition, and the gas gauge said full, and I glanced up at my house, and I glanced back down, and the fuel gauge read empty. And I go, what? And this car had been shiny as a brand new showroom car. And I looked around, and there was fast food wrappers and pizza. And I got out of there, and the thing was all muddy. I'd been boondogging someplace, dirty. There was beach towels and wet clothing in the back seat, empty bottles all over. And I'm looking all around because I'm like in a Twilight Zone episode.